Hi guys, it's Kathy again. I'm making another video about what it means to submit to authorities and being a Christian. So the Bible verse that I wanted to read to you is from Romans 13. It says, "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God." So first of all, the word authority kind of gives me like that uneasy feeling because I grew up in a family where my mom is a Christian. My dad is not yet a Christian. He hasn't been until even now. And essentially, I struggle with my dad's authority quite a lot growing up because um, though he was very good at providing for us, he thought that, providing for us financially is the best demonstration of love that he can give to us, which I really appreciate now. But when I was little, I just remember that my dad wanted things done only his way. So his way is the best way. And when like major decisions were to be made, such as moving to Canada or moving to a different location, buying a car, buying a house, yeah, a little too big. Like my dad had final say, all the say there is. So when my mom disagreed with them, they would argue. And then later on, essentially, my dad became abusive, like physically, towards my mom, so that she and us, like we, the children, had to just obey him or just give in to him. Uh, so So authority, submitting to authority was like a really difficult task for me. It kind of instilled that rebellious heart in my heart. When someone says to like do this or do that, I'm like, mm, are you worthy to be respected? Like, do I really even respect you to do the things that you say to me? So those things were kind of going through my mind, and to be honest, like I wasn't the most obedient person growing up. But now I realize the importance of this as I, you know, go through this the transition in my life and reflecting on this verse from Romans that I just read to you, but also Life of King David. I wanted to bring to your attention about what King David did to Saul. Um, so David, we don't exactly know how long he was chased by Saul, but we know that it wasn't a short time. It's probably at least several years, and during the run from Saul, um, David did nothing wrong, and everyone knew that the Holy Spirit of God left Saul. So, and people actually wanted David to be the king. However, David had three chances when he could have easily killed Saul, and he wouldn't be reprimanded by the people around him. But he didn't do it. And it was really perplexing for me. Imagine that you're chased by somebody who you do not respect and who people don't really respect anymore. And you had a chance to bring him or her down to where they belong in our eyes. But what David did was he he constantly called Saul the Lord's anointed, and he doesn't kill Saul. In fact, when somebody came to David and said that, "Oh, I kill King Saul," and that person, which is a foreigner, he thought that he will be rewarded for killing the enemy. However, King David says here, 2 Samuel 1, chapter 1, verse 14, David asked him, "Why weren't you afraid to lift your hand to destroy the Lord's anointed?" And in fact, David actually kills that person for killing King Saul. So we see here that David demonstrates incredible respect and honor to King Saul. And I'm learning that how he was able to do this is in fact because he tasted and saw God's glory and God's goodness. So in Psalm 34:8, when David was on the run, he says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him." So I think David, when he was tending his sheep alone and fighting this loneliness and cold weather, being forgotten by his family members while he was tending his flocks in the desert, he learned and tasted this sweet, sweet glory and love of God. And that is the only way that he was able to face this injustice, this unfair treatment, and was able to honor and respect this person who tried to kill him. So, so yeah, I just wanted to share with you, for all of you who are struggling with authority figures like me, to really spend time with God, really spend that quality, loving time with God. And once we know how sweet and how loving our God is, how much He loved us, and that He gave His only Son, Jesus Christ, to die for us, so that we can be with God. That itself is so wonderful that, like right now, I'm more willing to, submit to authorities, forgive my dad, and yeah, extend that respect and love to other people. So yeah, I just wanted to encourage you today to spend time praying to God, asking Him the hard questions, and I assure you that you won't be disappointed. Have a good day. Bye.